Let's get some Steam tips and tricks.
It has a bunch of hidden settings and features, like this one where in your library, if you hit these 3 lines, then type in a friend's name at the bottom, it shows you the games that you and that friend both own, which can be useful when trying to find a game to play together. Another feature is you can change a game's artwork by just right-clicking and either changing the logo or background. You can also do this with the game's artwork. Speaking of artwork, you can also easily save a game's trading card artwork by just clicking on it and then right-clicking and selecting Save Screenshot As. This next feature is in the settings. Go to in-game, then where it says in-game FPS counter, turn it on, and now whatever game you play, there will be an FPS counter. Another feature while you're in-game is in the Steam overlay, which you can access by pressing Shift-Tab. Now at the bottom, you have a few options, like the notes for example, that you can actually pin to the screen so it stays open while you're playing, which can be useful if you need to write down a code or something if you're playing a puzzle game. Let me know if you guys want to see more because
yo, I was like, that's genius. You know how many times I was playing a game and I needed to write down something or put down something. So now I'm running around my room trying to get a piece of paper. I could have just put a note on the screen. That is hard.
And pinned it.
Right.
Technology is crazy.
For real. So shout out to them for that. That was super fire. All right, what's next on my list? We running through these pretty fast. I'm happy. All right, we actually going to end on time today. Yay.
What?
All right. Star Trek Adventures. All right. This is on my list. We have to go as a team, and I don't want to hear no complaining.
Okay.
A new immersive Star Trek experience is coming to FanFest Nights, a new After Dark event at Universal Studios Hollywood, and we got a sneak peek. The story is that we've been invited to the Starfleet Museum to tour the Enterprise D. And of course, while we're on there, there's something that's going to go wrong, and the ship goes into red alert. It's basically like Halloween Horror Nights, but instead of going through in a Congo line, we're going to be pulsed through it in big groups, and in each room, we're going to experience a new action scene. We'll be able to navigate through the iconic swoosh doors, through the classic corridors of the ship. We'll find ourselves all over the ship, including the sick bay, the engineering room with a destabilizing warp core. And don't worry, the turbolifts have been expanded to fit the tour groups. There's a lot of cool lighting integration in these sets, which have been reconstructed based on the reference materials and blueprints from the films. The final scene will take us into the bridge of Enterprise D. This is not a recreation. This is the actual film-used version built for the Picard series. It'll be cool to be in here while the action is going down. This experience involves a cast of 10 performers, some of which will be in full alien prosthetics and makeup. FanFest Nights begins April 25th and will run selected nights through May. We'll see you there.
That's so crazy. I was about to say, this looks like something that would be at Universal, and boom.
It's at Universal.
It's at Universal. Because only Universal could pull this off like this.
Yes, that's what I love. And then here go David the Goliath. Right on schedule. I'm going to ask a question. Really? You're going to ask a question? All right. He says Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Dirty pool, old man. Dirty pool. I